back as though I never left. I told y'all I was coming back and drop this video on y'all. So I'm gonna let a few hundred of y'all come in, then I'm going in. Yes, yes, y'all. Let's see. Interesting day. Big day for news. Big day for news. It's surprisingly a Saturday. Usually the news cycle really kick off on Mondays, but man, what a way to kick the weekend off. First you get a sheriff in Broward County, Florida, who tells protesters to stay away from his county with all of that foolishness, or else he will be notifying their family members as to whether to collect their remains, because he is going to kill them graveyard dead. He's going to leave them graveyard dead. That's what he said. Going to leave them graveyard dead. So he tried to intimidate the protesters, but the protesters was not having it. They pulled up on him anyway, and they pulled up on other sheriffs all around the country. Now, some sheriffs have not been as unaccommodating as that particular one, but nevertheless, law enforcement is on the side of the system, the status quo. And for the most part, if you protest and you go there and you try to antagonize them, you get in their face, especially if you put your hand on them, they might just send you to the cemetery. They might just make you graveyard dead. So be careful out there, fam. There are a lot of uncivilized mutts out there, and they don't care nothing about leaving you graveyard dead. They don't care nothing about contacting your family members and telling them where to collect your remains. Some of them get into law enforcement for that exact purpose. Nevertheless, here we are. You got two lawmakers who were killed today. State Rep Melissa Portman was murdered inside of her home today, along with her husband, and Senator John Hoffman was gunned down with his wife inside of his house. Police say that they suspect that the same man did the shooting in both cases. This man disguised himself as a police officer and also had a fake police car. They suspect that the same shooter is responsible for both incidents. Many people believe that the same um, president is responsible for both incidents. A lot of people are blaming Trump for this. These are two Democratic lawmakers gunned down inside of their homes. Two Democratic lawmakers gunned down inside of their homes today in Minnesota. And people are blaming Trump. Now, it's important to note that Melissa Portman was the lone Democrat who voted with the Republicans to repeal the healthcare immigration bill. Um, this is the bill that would prevent giving illegal immigrants free health care. She voted against it. She was the only Democrat to vote against it. And ironically, she was a Democrat who was gunned down, and she was the only one killed. Well, her and her husband was killed. And then another Democrat, Senator John Hoffman, was shot down. Um, it looks like him and his wife might make it, but they were gunned down. They also said that they found some Kings for a Day signs in the perpetrator's car. That could be, I don't know what that is, fam. You know, unless you're involved in this type of stuff, unless you're actually in it, you don't really know what to believe. You know, but some people are blaming Trump. They're saying that Trump created this divisive environment that we're in. And others are saying, no, this is a liberal thing because, you know, he killed a liberal, and this guy was liberal, but not so fast. Allegedly, he had the name of 70 more Democrats on a hit list. So this guy, for whatever reason, uh, this guy is believed to be um, MAGA, and they're blaming Trump. They're saying um, that the signs inside of the car may have been placed there strategically to throw off the scent. They know that this guy, they have an idea who this guy is. He will be captured. They might kill him just to make sure that they get rid of all of the evidence. Politics is a dirty game. Dirty, dirty, dirty game. Oh man, it's a dirty game. This is why clean people oftentimes can't really be involved in politics. This is why clean people really don't last in politics. Even if you get in, you have all these great ideas, and you go in and the people love you, you're doing right by the people, they try to come up with some kind of scandal to get you out of there. Big Hurt said, I need to slow down, too many videos. Now you need to catch up. You need to catch up. I ain't slowing down. What I look like slowing down? You ain't asking CNN to slow down. CNN, you ain't asking Fox to slow down. They put out shit 20, 30 videos a day. You ain't asking ESPN to slow down. Well, I gotta slow down. Catch up. Berto had a PhD at an NGO, Democratic Republic of Congo. Triple Darkness, what's up? What's up, Preston? What it do? What it do? What it do? What it do? Herbert Moore, Zane, what's up, Zane? Assalamu alaikum. Alaikum salam. Yeah, so fam, they're blaming Azim, what's up? They're blaming Trump for this divisive energy. That's who they're blaming for this. They're blaming Trump for this. They're saying because of Trump, people are now emboldened to just target people, to shoot people that they have a disagreement with. They don't like somebody, just pull out a gun and shoot them. And the trip part is, a lot of people think that they can get a pardon now because he's pardoned so many criminals. You know, like they're saying, like, yo, this guy can get a pardon. You know, commit a federal crime. You know, this guy might, if it's a federal crime, I'm not sure if that's a federal. Yeah, that would be a federal crime. He killed a lawmaker. He killed a politician. That would be a federal crime. And he shot up another politician and his wife. That's a federal crime. So yeah, I'm pretty sure those are federal crimes. Yeah, the guy might get a pardon before he can ever even get arrested. Azim Shabazz. I'm no joke. What up, Mike? OG Quincy Jones. What's up? King James. You say that's Tim Waltz guy? Let me explain something to you, bro. All of these guys on the same team. All of these guys, they rock together, man. Watch this, fam. Let me explain something to you. The Democrats and the Republicans play for the same team. I know some of the people that are really, really heavily invested in this democratic process. I know that they don't like when I say that because there are some distinctions. You know, if you look at the Democrats and the Republicans, there are some distinctions. The most glaring distinction is that the Republicans are just very forward with their sentiments. The Democrats hide it. They really do hide, and they try to be sneaky, slick. The Republicans straight up say, I don't like you. I don't like your kind. I'm not gonna do anything for you. I'm gonna hurt you if I can hurt you, I'm gonna hurt you. If I can destroy you, I'll destroy you. The Democrats play the game like they really do care. Let me tell you something, fam. The Democratic Party right here in Houston, Harris County Democratic Party, they did something so shisty during the last election. That really, it was really the seal. I already knew what it was. I already knew the play. But when I saw them do that, I was like, these dirty, low down mother. They only like black people who they can control. Black people who is going to maintain the status quo. Every now and then, they will accept that a black person will get elected and they just ain't nothing they can do but wait till they die. Or maybe they can kill them. But they do not like black folks either. They ain't no different than MAGA. They do not like black folks. I'm talking about the Democratic Party all around this country. They got superpower. They got equal power to the Republicans. With that power, how come they haven't used it to empower black folks when they've had their opportunities, when they was in office, when they had the House and the Senate, when they had all of the control? How come they didn't do anything with that? Because Trump pretty much doing whatever the hell he wanted to do. So why they didn't do that? Why they didn't do it? Because they didn't want to do it. You saw what Biden did when he first got in office. Skipped right over the anti-lynching bill and signed that anti-Asian bill like that. Didn't even take protests to do it. He just went and signed it just like that. They're on the same team, man. One is just loud and crud, you know, ain't got no type of ain't got no type of couth about itself. The other is just sneaky, slick, smile in your face. Yeah, the Democratic Party and the Republican Party are the same people. The Democratic National Committee, the Republican National Committee, it's the same people. The other just have a few uh, tokens in it as members and stuff to kind of throw you off, throw the scent off, and make you think that they're inclusive. But if you look at the parties, they're still primarily ran by non-blacks, white folks. It's the same thing. They go to school together. They worship together. They hunt together. They vacation together. They have sex together. You think Republicans ain't having sex with Democrats? You think you okay? So you think when you see a so you think that when a Republican see a Democratic member in the halls of Congress, and they like, I can't mess with her. She's a Democrat. I can't be turned on by her. She's a Democrat. No, man, you know how it go. They gonna holler. They having sex together. They are shopping together, man. They are partying together. They're hunting together. They go to school together. They live in the same communities. Yeah, just where I live, I can ride down the street and I can see one sign that say Kamala Harris. The the house next door say Trump. It's the same thing, fam. It's just one side is just more ain't got no type of couth about it. Yeah, one side is just really like backwoods, like really, really all the way in the back of the woods, like all the way backwoods. That's the only real difference. That's why ain't nothing changed. And not just for black folks, for none of y'all, for nobody listening. I know some of y'all think y'all got it easy, y'all getting it. It's for y'all. It ain't for you either. All of us, if you ain't on the inside, if you not one of the politicians calling the shots, you a pawn just like everybody else. Don't get it twisted. You ain't no different than nobody else. They might not pull you over and shoot you in the head, but they still putting up chemicals in your food and you eating that food. They still putting those chemicals in your food and water supply, and you buying it and you eating it. Yeah, they're still putting up plants. If you low income, if you white, if you Latino, you live in low income, they still got airborne chemicals that's finding its way in your community, slowly killing you. They still giving anybody a gun, letting anybody walk around with a gun who will walk into a school one day and kill one of your family members or friends, or walk into a grocery store one day, or pull up at a hotel and stick a gun out the window, or stand on the balcony and shoot you while you're having fun at a festival, kill you while you're inside of a club, just pull out an assault rifle and just gun you down. They still allowing that to happen. Anybody can get that. That could happen to anybody. You ain't special. You you might be special, but you ain't special like you think you are. You ain't as special as you think you are. Everybody being played. Everybody is being played. Trump is even being played because he making the world less safe for his grandkids. Yeah, he's making the world less safe for his grandchildren. All right, fam, that's my time. I appreciate y'all joining the live. I'll come back if there's breaking news, and I'm sure it will be breaking news today. Today is a crazy day, fam. There's a lot going on. There's like 1,700 protests going on all around this country. At least 1,700 protests. It's going to be impossible for all of those protests, that many protests, to go off without a hitch. It's already been going down. There's already been violence. So y'all be safe out there. I got your message, Sugar Daddy 1 Williams. I see you. I appreciate y'all, fam. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're in the world. No more talk.